Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw here in London, England. We have some great action here for you tonight as we kick off the SmackDown before the Royal Rumble, the go home show with the OTC Roman Reigns. So let's go ahead and get straight into SmackDown. As Roman Reigns gonna kick off SmackDown, got the microphone in hand. Let's see what he has to say before the Royal Rumble. Saying that no one can do anything about him winning the Royal Rumble. And after that he'll be going on to the head of the table, the WrestleMania main event, challenging for the world title. Saying his options are wide. Well, that's a statement made by Roman Reigns about the Royal Rumble. As now we see the Motor City Machine Guns backstage having a conversation. We don't know what they're saying there though. They did win in the main event of last week's SmackDown to boost themselves up the tag team division rankings and get themselves a better shot at the tag gold.
Making his way to the ring from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
The tag champions being Pretty Deadly, who won the titles at SummerSlam in a triple threat elimination tag team match versus DIY, who were the former champions, and the Motor City Machine Guns then as well. Since then, Pretty Deadly has defended against Los Garza and Fraxium, in which they've come out victorious both times, retaining their gold. And now obviously, as I just said, the Motor City Machine Guns winning the main event last week to boost themselves up the rankings and potentially get themselves a title shot. But anyways, here with the first match of the night, here comes the megastar LA Knight, who last week seemingly turned heel.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, LA Knight.
Last week on Friday Night SmackDown, LA Knight seemingly turned heel on the crowd as he was addressing the Royal Rumble. And then out of nowhere he said he would go on to do everything without the crowd. So we've got a more egotistical version of LA Knight now. As with this new persona, he goes into his first match against Damian Priest here. Priest going to start on the upper hand. But Knight going to push him away with a foot there. Now a couple of chops. Got him up, slams him down onto the canvas. LA going to force him into the corner. Gets caught with an elbow. Now gets Priest with the kick. some fists there, and then a running clothesline by LA Knight takes down Priest, and now going after the right arm. LA gonna stalk Damian Priest, got him knee to the face, followed by a clothesline or a lariat, one of the two. Now Knight got him up. Gonna go into the cover off of that. Counter one. Damian Priest managing to kick out far too early in the match to get the pinfall. Now Knight got him up. Neck breaker. A neck breaker by LA Knight. Damian Priest gonna roll out the ring, giving chase is LA Knight. And I'm gonna keep the punishment going as he lifts him up and slams him down on the concrete floor with a power bomb. LA Knight just dominating at ringside here and just overall. Gonna bring Damian Priest back inside the ring. But Damian Priest, a surge of energy and the need to make a comeback. Now the kicks by Damian Priest, and a big right sends LA Knight flying backwards. And Damian Priest. Oh, Priest got caught with a BFT. LA Knight hooks the leg of Damian Priest, and that's the end of the match. LA Knight puts away Priest.
Here is your winner,
This new version of LA Knight takes the win home against Damian Priest on the SmackDown before the Royal Rumble. Good win for a newly turned heel LA Knight. As now we just look at a recap of what happened last week on SmackDown. Chelsea Green beat Charlotte Flair. The lights turned out, and when they came back on, Piper Niven, who had previously been seen attacked backstage, laid out, appeared in the ring, chokeslammed Chelsea Green, and that leads into the Royal Rumble. Now I've got some more words after Kiana.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Sioux City, Iowa, Kiana James.
Now, as I was saying, I've got a bit more to say here, as just after that Chelsea Green and Piper Niven recap, we just saw a masked figure walking into the building. Dressed in complete black, face covered. Wonder who that could have been. But that mystery is going to have to go away for now, as we have one-on-one action between Jade Cargill here and Kiana James, who's already in the ring, awaiting Jade, the Women's United States Champion. And I imagine if Kiana could pull off the upset and win here tonight, she'll secure herself a United States Championship match in the near future against Cargill.
Vero Beach, Florida, the WWE Women's States Champion, Jade Cargill.
There's Cargill making her way into the ring here. The attitude is showing. Clearly Jade thinks highly of herself. I mean, why wouldn't you? She is the Women's United States Champion. I mean, just look at her. There's not many in this business that would be able to beat a force like Jade Cargill. I wouldn't underestimate someone like Kiana James though. She's a brilliant wrestler. But obviously Jade with that massive power advantage. Cover here. Kiana at 1. Got the shoulder up. Jade gonna drop the knee, but Kiana James moves and catches Jade Cargill with an elbow. I'm going to trap the arm, I'm going to stomp it out now. Stomping that left arm of Cargill. And Jade with a chop. These two are going to get into an early back and forth. Kiana catches Jade with a super kick. Jade going to keep fighting. Gets over the elbows, kick to the midsection. And now Cargill got her up off the ropes into a vertical suplex. A brilliant move there by Jade Cargill as she bounced Kiana off the ropes to get her into a position for the vertical suplex. And now Jade with a massive sit-out powerbomb. Kiana on the apron now. More than likely hurting. And now Jade gonna bring her back into the ring. Kiana currently at the mercy of Jade Cargill. Went for the boot. Kiana dodged. Now Jade sent off the ropes. And a spine buster by James. Now got Jade from behind. Oh! Oh, now using the ropes as leverage there, but Jade with a very, very quick kick out. Kiana distracted by the referee now. What? What happened there? Gonna keep fighting though. And now she's got Jade back in position. Powerbomb of her own. Kiana James with a powerbomb of her own. And now she's going to go for the win. The face of Cargill against the knee of Kiana James, but only gets the count of 1. Rocks Jade there. Kind of like a flatliner there. Jade goes face first into the mat. Kiana James goes into the cover for the win, but Jade Cargill denies. Says no. The offense from Kiana James though, not going to stop, going to just keep flying in. Now to mention, in the main event tonight, we do have the finals of the tournament to determine Cody Rhodes' competitor at the Royal Rumble. It's between Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. As those two men will look to head to the Royal Rumble for a championship opportunity. We also have a tag match between Rey Fénix and his partner Dragon Lee after he was saved last week by Dragon Lee from a chair attack by JC Mateo, taking on the team of JC Mateo and currently an unknown opponent. So that's all to come later tonight on SmackDown, but right now we're still with Jade and Kiana as these two still fighting, going at it. Kiana there with a shoulder tackle into the cover on Jade now. Can she get a counter? 2? Yes, she can. But Jade's still able to fight her out. Now Kiana with the disrespectful stomps to the face of Jade. Combo here, and now a snap suplex to the outside. Jade on the top, and a splash from the top by Kiana James onto Jade Cargill on the floor. And now Kiana, goal. The knee to the skull again on Jade there. I'm going to throw her back into the ring. Now measuring up Jade. Could this be the end? Cover. Is that it for Jade Cargill? Yes, it is. Kiana James pulling a shock win and an upset over Jade Cargill, the Women's United States Champion. Possibly earning herself a shot at the title. Oh, what? Oh no! Kiana James attacking Jade Cargill, throwing her into the apron. You already won the match! Oh, Cargill sent into the steps. I don't know what the need of that was, but Kiana with a post-match attack there, as now we see Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga backstage. Solo asking Tama to team with JC Mateo, and oh! That's Dexter Lumis with a steel chair attacking Solo Sikoa. Tama Tonga already too far gone to see or hear it. Oh my. Well, you just saw Solo Sikoa ask Tama Tonga to go and team with JC Mateo, as we have a 2-on-2 tag team match here. JC Mateo.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Tangaloa at a combined weight of 484 pounds. Tama Tonga and JC Mateo.
JC Mateo and Tama Tonga with Tongaloa in their corner, going to take on the team of Rey Fénix and Dragon Lee here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, this comes after, over the last few weeks, Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo have been showing their dominance. After about 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, Solo Sikoa went one-on-one with Rey Fénix. He had JC Mateo in his corner.
Weight of 367 pounds. The team of Dragon Lee and Rey
he had JC Mateo in his corner, and during the match, Rey Fenix accidentally splashed the referee in the corner, knocking him out, which allowed JC Mateo to throw a steel chair into the ring for Solo Sikoa. Solo then ended up winning the match, and after the match, they introduced another steel chair and gave a post-match beatdown, where both JC Mateo and Solo Sikoa used the chair on Rey Fenix. The following week, which was last week, JC Mateo went one-on-one with Rey Fenix in his first match in the WWE, in which Rey Fenix lost the match to Mateo. And after the match, JC Mateo grabbed another steel chair, and just when he was about to swing it, from behind came Dragon Lee, saving Rey Fenix and taking the chair right out of the hands of Mateo. And that leads to this match here, as Rey Fenix and Dragon Lee, off the camera after SmackDown, asked the general manager Nick Aldis to make this match official tonight, which obviously Nick granted due to the antics of Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo from the previous weeks. So that all leads us here tonight in the middle of this ring, as JC Mateo gonna slam Dragon Lee down there. Now I've got him up. Oh! Big slam there on the outside on the concrete. And now Mateo sent into the steel steps. Dragon Lee got the arm, twisting it like in an unnatural way. It looked like he was trying to snap the arm of Mateo, who's now back in the ring and has Dragon Lee, and oh! In comes Rey Fenix, roll through, Hurricane Rana, and into the cover now. He's got the legs, but the referee's fixing the turnbuckle and didn't see it. And now Mateo's going to make the tag. Here comes Tama Tonga, who's immediately sent into the ropes. Now Rey Fenix got him up, and oh, throws him up into a cutter. A brilliant transition maneuver there by Rey Fenix. Now oh, now here comes Dragon Lee again. Sends him into the corner, caught with an elbow. Tama got him up. Spine first into the turnbuckle, tosses him. Gonna go into the cover now. Count of 2. Kick out by Dragon Lee. Took him down there. Gonna go into a sharpshooter now is Tama. Nowhere to go, far from the ropes is Dragon Lee. Can he withstand it? And yes, he can, able to push Tama Tonga away. He's now with the Irish whip attempt, it's reversed. And now Tama Tonga sends him face first into the turnbuckle. And oh, an uppercut now. Just going to choke Dragon Lee out in the corner now, as he lets go there. Gonna make a double team effort now. Mateo with a big right to the gut. Now got him in position. What's he thinking? Powerbomb by JC Mateo. Rushes into the cover off the powerbomb. Only a count of 1. Gonna send him back into the corner now. Dragon Lee able to get the elbow up, maybe to turn the tides around here. Tosses Mateo to the outside. And now Dragon Lee over the top. Over the top with a front flip, taking out JC Mateo on the outside. But now, arguing with Tonga Loa, and Mateo comes from behind. The numbers game kind of taking over there. As Mateo now sent into the barricade. Oh, and Dragon Lee there, taking out Tama Tonga, but that allows JC Mateo now to take advantage, and an overhead there, just tossing Dragon Lee. And now Mateo. Can he get the win off of that? No, Dragon Lee there to break it up. Lee able to stun Mateo there. Kick to the midsection. What's he thinking? Mexican Destroyer. Spiking JC Mateo on the top of his skull. But now Tonga Loa gonna get into a confrontation, distracting Dragon Lee. And once again, here came Mateo. Missed the swing. Dragon Lee now able to send him into the corner. Can he and Rey Fénix take advantage of that? Oh, and a knee there to the chin of Mateo. He might be unconscious. And now Dragon Lee. What's he thinking? Taking down Mateo. Is that the end of the match? And yes, it is. Tama Tonga can't reach it in time.
Here are your winners, the team of Dragon Lee and Rey Fénix.
Dragon Lee and Rey Fénix get the win, and Fénix gets his lick back on Mateo. Congratulations to him. As now we see Jordynne Grace backstage saying she's not going to let losing to Liv twice set her back, and in 2 days' time she's going to win the Royal Rumble match. Big statement by Jordynne Grace. But we've now got Carmelo Hayes with a microphone in his hand in the center of the ring. Saying that Ethan Page showed his heart last week and it's completely black. Saying that he's a bitch. But Ethan Page now gonna interrupt Carmelo Hayes here. Ethan Page saying maybe he should have kicked harder. Ethan Page going to offer Carmelo Hayes a one-on-one match next week. Is he going to... Oh! Carmelo Hayes striking him in the skull with a microphone. And Ethan Page now going to strike back. Well, we cut away from that without seeing any further brawl. As now we see the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes backstage, as we are about to go into the co-main event. And obviously in the main event is the finals of the tournament to determine Cody's #1 contender to face him at the Royal Rumble. That's between Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre. But now we've got Blake Monroe making her way down the aisle. She only recently came over to SmackDown to start her main roster career, and the future is looking bright for Monroe and many other superstars as well.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from London, England, Blake Monroe.
Now, Monroe has a difficult matchup here, as she's going to take on the Queen, Charlotte Flair, in one-on-one action. As Charlotte Flair has kind of been on a redemption arc.
From the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
As I was saying, Charlotte Flair has been on a redemption arc recently, trying to get herself back up the card towards a title. Now, she did lose last week to Chelsea Green, but as you saw earlier, Chelsea Green was then attacked post-match by the woman that she took out many weeks ago now, Piper Niven, her former teammate. And a match between those two is now official for the Royal Rumble. So Piper Niven will take on Chelsea Green at the Royal Rumble in just days' time. Obviously this is the go-home show for the Royal Rumble. Talking about the Rumble, Charlotte Flair will be participating in the match. So there's definitely some hope for Charlotte Flair to achieve what she wants in the coming time. And this match is now underway. And Blake Monroe going to start out with a drop kick immediately there. Now these two are going to lock up Monroe, got Charlotte in a side headlock. Going to transition to the arm now. Just applying pressure. And an STO now taking out Charlotte there. What's she thinking? Drop kick to the skull of Charlotte Flair now. Flair able to turn it round, catching her, and a big right hand, knocking the sense out of Blake Monroe. Able to turn it round now, a roll up by Monroe, Charlotte able to kick out at one. Now back into a tie up. Referee forced to separate them, and Monroe with a cheap shot kick to the gut there. Now pushing Flair back. Now got a and a back suplex there. Now headed to the top. What is on the mind of Blake Monroe? as Charlotte Flair's back on her feet, a double axe handle from the top rope. Down to Charlotte Flair on the mat. And now with just those stomps to the skull of Flair. Off the ropes. Went for the leg drop. Charlotte moved. Now Charlotte maybe going to turn the momentum around. And she locks in a Boston Crab on Blake Monroe. Close to the ropes though, so she's got an escape route, but doesn't need the ropes, escapes it on her own. And Charlotte Flair catches her with a big boot. Gonna bring herself to her feet in the corner. Chopped by Flair. Now gonna stomp her out in the corner now is Flair. What is Charlotte Flair thinking? Maybe figure 4. Can she turn it into a figure 8? Yes, she can. Charlotte Flair got the figure 8 leg lock locked in on Blake Monroe. Nowhere to go. And Blake Monroe taps out.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
What a quick match that was, as Charlotte Flair takes the victory via a tap out on Blake Monroe's part. Huge win for Charlotte Flair. Please subscribe to Tackman12 as we're on the road to 1.5 thousand subscribers. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload from this channel. Now let's go ahead and get back to SmackDown. As we are back from the break, and it is now main event time here on SmackDown in London, England.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
As Sami Zayn is energetic, and boy is he ready for this main event here tonight, as he has the opportunity to go on to the Royal Rumble and challenge for the Undisputed Championship held by the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, who we did see not too long ago, just before that last match between Charlotte Flair and Blake Monroe. So you've got to imagine that Cody Rhodes is going to be watching this match closely. This isn't going to be an easy job for Sami, as he faces the Scottish Warrior, a multi-time world champion already. As Drew McIntyre is going to make his way down the aisle.
Scotland, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Now, ever since McIntyre moved from Raw to SmackDown, he's been looking to get back to a world championship, as he's held the World Heavyweight Championship over on Monday Night Raw on multiple occasions. And now he faces Sami Zayn here for that opportunity to go to the Royal Rumble and challenge Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. So this one means a lot to Drew McIntyre. And you got to think, there's no length that he will not go to get that opportunity. But even then, you still can't write off Sami Zayn either. Because you probably have to apply that same principle to him as well. He'll do whatever it takes. Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, main event for the World Championship opportunity. McIntyre with an STO to take Sami down. But Zayn going to fight back with an elbow. And now a springboard tornado DDT going to take out McIntyre. But not for long, as McIntyre slams Zayn down. Was maybe thinking neckbreaker, but just didn't execute it right there. A lot of back and forth there, but now McIntyre side slam. And now a gut wrench power bomb. Gonna plant Sami Zayn there as McIntyre looks for domination. Catches Sami with an elbow, sending him off the ropes, and now catches him with that back elbow once more. Drew got him up and gonna drop him face first into the top turnbuckle. Calculated move by McIntyre, and now follows up with a boot to the face in the corner. Now Sami gonna fight back. Super kick. Down goes Drew. And now Sami with a clothesline. Submission locked in. Middle of the ring, but McIntyre with the knees to the skull. Sami fell back. Skull. McIntyre turns that around, throws Sami into the corner. Now, what's Drew thinking? Sami on the top. Drew now got him on the shoulders. What's McIntyre from the top? Sami Zayn in all the trouble you could think of. As now Drew with the Claymore. Is that it? Sami Zayn kicks out 2. McIntyre's not done yet though. On the second rope, jumping shoulder tackle. Now off the ropes. I think he went with like a diving headbutt there. But now Zayn gonna fight back. Ducks under, off the ropes. Pop-up drop kick by Zayn. He's getting the crowd behind him there. Now Zayn, exploder in the corner. Now an Irish whip. Drew in the corner. Dodges the haluva kick. Kick to the spine. Went for the Claymore but missed. McIntyre misses the Claymore in what was a crucial moment and most likely Drew's chance to get the win. And now Sami into the cover on Drew. Hooks the leg. Counter 2. McIntyre kicks out. The win there just slipping out of the hands of Drew, as now he goes for the Claymore again, but Sami dodges. And now a knee to the skull by Zayn. The win just slipping right out of the hands of McIntyre. As now they're desperately keep the offense going. Both men are down. Zayn catches him with the kick. Irish whip onto the apron. Zayn now got him with a back suplex onto the apron. The hardest part of the ring. McIntyre goes spine first into it. And now Sami going to pound the flesh of McIntyre. Another kick to the spine there. Drew's not looking in good condition. But he's going to fight back, and a Glasgow kiss to Sami Zayn there. So now he's going to send him across ringside. Now he's going to go with the lefts. Now Sami throws McIntyre into the ring. Drop kick there into the cover on McIntyre now. Could that be the end of it for McIntyre? But no, he kicks out at 2. And now Zayn with the exploder suplex again into the corner, into the bottom buckle. And now, could this be the end? Sami Zayn, Helluva kick to Drew McIntyre. Turns him over into the cover. And McIntyre again powering out. But now Zayn with a pop-up dropkick again. Sami sends him off the ropes, ducks under, off the ropes, and a clothesline turns McIntyre inside out. Got Drew up, drops him face first on the buckle, hooks the leg. Can this finally be the end of the match? And Sami Zayn finally wins a grueling match against Drew. And oh, Cody Rhodes after the match making his way down to the ring. Championship on his shoulder. Gonna go face to face with the winner of the main event, Sami Zayn. I thank you all for watching Friday Night SmackDown, and I'll see you for the Royal Rumble.